Ask 10 ordinary people how to protect their kidneys, and they will all say the exact same two things. They will tell you to drink more clean water and aggressively cut back on table salt. While both of those statements are absolutely true, they represent only a third of the real story. The most critical part of kidney protection happens quietly in your bed while you sleep. After the age of 60, this hidden overnight recovery window matters more than almost anything else. Kidney damage is a completely silent killer that does not cause a single drop of physical pain. Your vital filtering organs have barely any pain nerves to warn you of structural decline. By the time damage shows up on a standard blood test, a third of your filters are gone. Unlike your liver, your delicate kidneys can never regrow or replace what they have lost. You can stop this quiet downward decline almost to a complete halt starting tonight. Older patients successfully hold their kidney markers steady for years by protecting their internal filters. Each of your kidneys holds about 1 million tiny microscopic filters called nephrons. At the absolute heart of each filter is a small knot of blood vessels called a glomerulus. This delicate knot pulls toxic waste out of your blood while leaving the good nutrients in. You are born with all the nephrons you will ever get. They never come back. Two major structural forces wear these tiny blood vessels down faster than anything else. The first destructive force is high blood pressure grinding aggressively against the delicate filters. It acts exactly like a heavy water hammer slamming violently through a thin garden hose. This constant pounding pressure scars the fragile filters shut permanently one by one. The second destructive force is oxidative stress, causing a slow internal rusting inside your cells. This is the exact same chemical cellular damage that turns a cut apple brown. A kidney under high blood pressure and oxidative stress loses thousands of nephrons every year. In a healthy body, your blood pressure naturally drops by 20% while you sleep. Medical professionals call this protective cardiovascular phenomenon the natural nighttime dipping. This brief dipping window is your kidney's absolute only chance to rest and recover. People whose pressure does not drop at night are clinically classified as non-dippers. Non-dippers lose their vital kidney function at a drastically faster rate over time. The goal of your final evening snack is to actively help your blood pressure dip. You must cool down the internal cellular rusting and stop giving filters extra work. Tonight we look at the fruits that protect these glomeruli while you rest. They deliver clean plant compounds that relax your blood vessels before you sleep. They work upstream on your gut and uric acid to lighten the overall filtration load. Almost every fruit on this safe evening list is low in natural sugar. Let us reveal protective bedtime fruit number 1 with the cleanest medical evidence. Blueberries contain an incredibly deep blue pigment compound called anthocyanin. Anthocyanins are among the most powerful natural antioxidants ever found in human food. These unique compounds directly quench the oxidative stress that scars your filters shut. Diets rich in berry pigments drastically lower systemic inflammation and improve vessel function. Your kidneys are essentially an intricate organic network made entirely of blood vessels. Blueberries are also extremely low in potassium and sodium, protecting strained organs. Eat a modest half cup of fresh or frozen blueberries before heading to bed. Frozen berries are often picked riper, meaning their protective pigment content is much higher. This small portion gives filters an antioxidant shield without spiking your blood sugar. Let us look closely at bedtime fruit number 2 on our list. Most people completely misunderstand cranberries, associating them only with painful urinary tract infections. Cranberries contain a highly specialized plant compound called A-type proanthocyanidin. This chemical makes it physically impossible for bad bacteria to grab your urinary lining. Urinary infections that creep upward destroy otherwise healthy kidneys over a senior's lifetime. Every infection you prevent down low eliminates massive toxic stress up top. Skip the sugary cranberry juice cocktails, which act exactly like toxic soda drinks. Choose a single small spoonful of unsweetened dried cranberries or pure juice with water. Now examine protective bedtime fruit number 3 on the list. Always reach strictly for red and purple grapes, leaving the green ones behind. The skin of a dark red grape is highly saturated with a molecule called resveratrol. Resveratrol is one of the most heavily studied compounds in all modern aging research. It rapidly calms blood vessel inflammation while helping arterial walls relax and widen. Relaxed blood vessels guarantee a lower nighttime pressure and less grinding on filters. Red grapes also naturally contain a small organic dose of melatonin to deepen sleep. Deeper sleep directly helps your cardiovascular system hit its proper nighttime dipping curve. Because grapes are sweeter than berries, you must restrict your evening dose tightly. 10 to 15 individual frozen red grapes represent the absolute perfect bedtime amount. Freezing your grapes makes them take longer to eat, stopping sweet ice cream cravings. Let us reveal protective bedtime fruit number 4 on our list. The humble apple protects your delicate kidneys through a hidden backdoor route. It provides an exceptional source of a highly soluble fiber molecule named pectin. When pectin reaches your lower gut, it aggressively feeds your good bacterial microbiome. A calm, well-fed gut stops sending inflammatory distress signals into your bloodstream. There is a direct biological pathway known as the gut-kidney axis. An apple's skin also carries quercetin, an antioxidant shown to protect aging blood vessels. If you peel the skin off an apple, you throw the medicine away. Choose a medium tart apple like a Granny Smith to reduce total sugar intake. Slice the whole apple and sprinkle organic cinnamon across the top for a treat. Consume this fiber snack 2 hours before bed to optimize upstream pipe function. Every fruit covered so far cools internal rusting and eases destructive vascular pressure. This brings us directly to the middle checkpoint of our kidney protection plan. Let us open the second half of our protocol with protective bedtime fruit number 5. Tart cherries are a massive kidney surprise because they target a hidden waste chemical named uric acid. Uric acid is a sharp metabolic byproduct that your filters must actively extract every single day. When uric acid runs too high, it forms the agonizing crystals behind gout and kidney stones. Clinical research proves that tart cherries directly drop uric acid concentration in your blood. This represents a massive, measurable biological relief to the exact organ doing the heavy filtering. Tart cherries fit the bedtime window perfectly because they are a rich natural source of melatonin. This organic sleeping signal helps your body slide into a deep, uninterrupted night of rest. Deeper sleep allows your blood pressure to take its full, non-negotiable nighttime dipping curve. You achieve lower toxic uric acid and deeper cellular filtration recovery from one tiny fruit. Choose a small spoonful of unsweetened dried tart cherries or pure unsweetened juice cut with water. Now look closely at protective bedtime fruit number 6 on our list. Strawberries provide an exceptional hit of antioxidants, featuring a unique compound called ellagic acid. This heavy dose of organic chemistry goes straight at the oxidative stress wearing down your nephrons. Strawberries are genuinely anti-inflammatory, fighting the low-grade fire that drives chronic kidney diseases forward. This fruit tastes exactly like a rich dessert but remains incredibly light inside your stomach. They are composed mostly of water and raw fiber, containing almost zero dangerous simple sugars. You receive a major antioxidant shield without spiking your blood glucose or feeling heavy before sleep. Their potassium content is reasonably safe, but compromise requires keeping your evening portion to half a cup. Slice them raw or stir them into plain yogurt with a small shake of cinnamon. Let us reveal protective bedtime fruit number 7 on our list. Pineapple carries a hidden biological secret weapon that almost no one utilizes for filtration health. It is the only common food on Earth that contains a highly active enzyme called bromelain. Bromelain acts as a genuine anti-inflammatory compound, calming widespread low-grade tissue destruction. It dramatically lightens your overnight digestive load, leaving less metabolic waste floating to your kidneys. Pineapple also brings a massive dose of protective vitamin C directly to your cell walls. It remains surprisingly low in potassium, making it friendly for filters that are already working hard. The only major catch with tropical pineapple is sugar, making strict portion control absolutely mandatory. Limit your evening intake to half a cup of raw, fresh chunks an hour before bed. Always avoid canned pineapple, which swims in thick, processed syrup that completely destroys the health benefits. Now we must confront bedtime fruit number 8, the one with a massive clinical catch. Citrus fruits like oranges are a dual-sided truth that requires absolute, uncompromised honesty. On the positive side, citrus is packed with citrate, a compound that binds to calcium in urine. This chemical binding action physically stops minerals from clumping together into painful stones. Citrate is your body's first line of natural defense against developing sharp kidney stones. For a senior with healthy filters and a history of painful stones, citrus is highly protective. But we must address the dangerous warning. Citrus is loaded with an extreme amount of potassium. For healthy nephrons, potassium is perfectly fine because extra amounts are cleared easily by your body. But for kidneys failing in the later stages of disease, potassium cannot be filtered out. It builds up rapidly in your bloodstream to dangerous, completely life-threatening structural levels. If you have been diagnosed with kidney decline, do not touch oranges without a doctor's blessing. If your blood work is completely clear, A few fresh orange segments provide a wonderful citrate boost. We must draw a clear professional line. These fruits support early strain, not advanced failure. If you experience heavy swelling in your legs, ankles, or around your lower eyes, pay attention. Foamy, bubbly urine or blood inside your toilet are severe, urgent medical warnings. A sharp drop in your daily urination volume or deep pain below your ribs requires a doctor. These are major medical emergencies that a piece of fruit can never fix. Let us look at a real-life patient case file to see how habits move the needle. A 67-year-old active woman named Eleanor entered the clinic feeling completely healthy. But her routine blood work revealed her filtration score, or eGFR, was slipping dangerous steps down. Her creatinine, a waste toxin that climbs when filters fail, was ticking upward. She was completely stunned because she had no diabetes and rarely consumed alcohol. We did not start her therapy with a heavy medical prescription. We targeted her evenings. Eleanor had a consistent habit of winding down with salty crackers and ice cream before bed. This late-night sugar and salt overload hit her filters exactly during their recovery window. We immediately swapped those snacks for blueberries, strawberries, and unsweetened tart cherries. She added a simple 10-minute walk after dinner because moving muscle drops dangerous blood pressure. 1 year later, her filtration score held completely steady without dropping a single point further. Her kidneys did not regrow lost tissue, but the downward destruction stopped completely. For a senior filter network, holding the line is an absolute medical victory. Now here is the bedtime kidney tonic recipe that combines these ingredients into one glass. It takes exactly 2 minutes to prepare and protects your system all night. Drop a 1/4 cup of fresh blueberries directly into your blender base. Add 4 or 5 sliced strawberries to boost the total ellagic acid volume. Pour in a small splash of pure, unsweetened cranberry or tart cherry juice for acid reduction. Add 1/2 cup of plain, unsweetened kefir to supply probiotics for the gut-kidney axis. Throw in a small splash of clean water to loosen up the mixture. Finish the tonic with a small shake of real, organic cinnamon across the top. Blend the mixture completely smooth until it transforms into a rich protective shield. This drink is low in sugar, low in potassium, and saturated with overnight antioxidants. Drink it 1 hour before sleep instead of reaching for salty processed snacks. If your stomach feels sensitive at night, skip the kefir and blend using clean water. The blender is not the magic tool here. The intentional lifestyle swap is the victory. We left the potassium-heavy orange out of this recipe to keep it safe for everyone. Commit tonight to giving your filtration network its night shift back safely.